Hello friends, today we are going to talk about how to design with backgrounds while making any visuals. Now backgrounds are the base from which most of the time we start, or sometimes we end up using background as an element in the design itself. We'll start by looking at some typical examples of backgrounds that we can use, and in the end I'll share 3 tricks to use backgrounds. I've compiled few examples to explain in detail. So first one is the solid background. Now most effective part about the solid backgrounds is just the fact that it is just one element that you can manipulate to create the feeling through a visual. In case of textures and gradients, there are various other parameters, but here you have to make sure that the messaging is going across. Now in this case, one thing that you have to make sure that there is enough contrast. In this example, they have used, in order to make some contrast on white text, they have used a darker black color. In this one, they have used a darker shade of the same hue to make more contrast. Now the next part is texture, which is often used to create some depth inside your designs. Most of the time these designs are viewed from a flat screen, but in order to create more visual interest, textures are used. For example, in this first one, not only they have used shadows, but they have added some texture to give that feel of almost like a desert or a sand. Now there's also one aspect to it where there is a background which is subtle, and another case where the background itself is the part of the story. And the poster is a really good example of it, where they have chosen brighter color with almost jeans or a canvas related texture to tell a story. Now in this case, if you look from an attention point of view, this is taking a lot of attention out from the text, yet since all of this is connected and tells one story, it works. The next example is a very good example of it, where they have made a movie poster of Black Swan, and the dichotomy of those two states in that movie is shown with the help of colors. Not only colors, with a texture which is very out there, and it's almost like it has equal importance as compared to the illustration and the text. The next one is my favorite by far, which is a very easy way to create depth. In this example, you can see they have a photography going on from which is a suit which is lit from the top left, and they have used sort of a vignette to create almost like a depth on this, and also they have added some shadow in the same direction from the light. Next example is also similar to this, but here they have used a simple radial gradient without any shadows to draw all the attention towards the box. And this one is an example of linear gradient, where they have instead of using just the gray color, they have used transition from a lighter gray to a almost pitch dark at the bottom, so that all the attention is at the top 2/3 part of this poster. And also, in order to create more contrast, they have given a container which is slightly a darker version, and this container creates a contrast between, like, separates the text from the bottom also. Lastly, I'll be showing some examples where people have used images. For example, in this one, they have used this cropped image of a tennis court to create this design, and this is using the lines on the image itself as a container. In this one, they have used the sky for this blank space, but I feel that they have also manipulated this image with sort of a white gradient which has faded in this direction, so that this area is very blank, and then they can use that area to add their text. This is again a very good example of overlay design, and like using stuff happening in the photo to make your design. So this photo was intended to be made into a design. Yeah, that's why it is made like this, but you can also work with stock photos in that case. Now this is a good example where you have to balance your attention. Now this, in case you are making for kids and you want big illustrations, you can use the rule of thirds. Like in this case, 1/3 of the part is by the text and 2/3 is given to the illustration. This is also a good example where different type of images are used, but those are in the inside a container. And this one, last one from the images examples, is often used with the latest trend in glassomorphism, where the detail, the image that is supposed to be used in this graphic is very detailed, and creates some legibility issues if you just use text as it is. So that's why they fade the image at the background and put another layer which is like a transparent, some transparent solid, to create that extra contrast. In this next part of the video, I'll give you 3 tips that you can use to like manipulate the text over a background and design with the backgrounds. So in this first one, I'll make a background, and in this case I'll fill this background with a radial gradient as shown. I'll expand it to start from here, so it's almost like a lamp, and if we come here, it's like a very hard line, so we have to extend slightly beyond our thing. And here I can now use my color picker to take the color, and the secondary one to take color from here, and this way slightly there's a sense of depth without even designing for anything on it. Now in this case, if you have any busy background, it doesn't matter, you can use basic contrasting elements as containers. Okay, now these 3 containers I have made. Now I can use a text inside these, and it doesn't matter what I have in the background, it will still stand out. So without much of a thought, I already have a really good design. I have this frame filled with the image of mountains. Now this is good enough if you check it, but this is less legible because a lot of it is going on in the background. So either you can overlay this with a gradient, so I already have a color, and here I can use it as a gradient. What I will do is create another frame and fill it with white color. Now add this 50% transparency to this one, and as you can see, it's already creating a lot of contrast. You can add layer background blur option, so you can put more backgrounds to it. Now even if I reduce the opacity, it's still very clear, and now you can put some color to it based on what colors you have chosen, and now you have a simple design with where the text doesn't interfere. And lastly, I'll just use this version itself, fill it with a color. So I'll just make sure I have chosen good colors. Maybe I'll just use a shade of blue and a shade of red, and in this case you can change the blend mode to multiply or a suitable one. So in this case I have to lighten it, so this is already looking good. And now so as you can see now. Hey friends, that's all from me for today. If you like this video, please subscribe and leave a comment about what would you like to see on this channel, and I will see you next time.